Okay, this is the second half of the review for the benchmark test we'll be taking Tuesday through Thursday of this week. The first question on the review says, Mr. Rodriguez raises chickens. His chickens laid 132 eggs that he planned to sell at the farmer's market. When he arrived, he spotted and discarded 36 broken eggs. If eight people each bought an equal number of eggs from Mr. Rodriguez, which equation can be used to find E, the number of eggs each customer bought? Now, with a question like this, I think it's best to ignore the answer choices at first, write your own equation, and then see which answer choice matches. The number of eggs left would be, he started with 132 eggs. On the trip, 36 eggs were broken, so he discarded them, so that would be minus 36. We'd have to subtract those eggs from the 132 we started with. And then if eight people each bought an equal number of eggs, we'd take that difference and divide it by 8. So that matches answer choice D. The next question. In the drawing above, measure of angle, I'm going to get a highlighter for this. Measure of angle WZX, so WZX, so they're talking about this angle, is 75 degrees. We know that because it's labeled also. And the measure of XZY, so from X to Z to Y, that's this little acute angle, this 20-degree angle, is equal to the measure of VZW. And it has a mark of congruence there, so that also tells you that they're equal. So let me put that measurement in. We know that if XZY is 20 degrees, VZW is also 20 degrees. They're asking us which of the following is the measure of UZV, the supplement of VZY. So VZY, to find VZY, which is this angle, we'd have to add all these three angles we were just talking about. So 20 plus 75 plus 20. That would be 115 degrees altogether, and the supplement would have to add up to 180 degrees. So angle UZV plus 115 degrees equals 180 degrees. Remember, supplementary angles are a pair of angles that add up to a straight line. Still 180 degrees. Okay, so that will help us remember 180 degrees, and then we subtract 115 from both sides, and we find measure of UZV equals 65 degrees. And I would always check that. Let's add that back to our 115. 5 and 5 is 10, carry the 1. 6 and 1 and 1 is 8. So yes, 180 degrees. Okay, the next question was, says this model below represents the equation 3x minus 6 equals 6. And we can see that on the model. The key tells us that these large white rectangles are x's, so there's 3x. Minus 6, there are 6 negatives here. 6 chips that each represent -1. So it's the same as 3x plus -6. And then on the right side we have 6 positive chips. It says Kelly wants to solve the equation using the model. Which statement correctly identifies the first step she should take to solve the equation? Well, we'd like to get rid of these 6 negative chips, but we can't do it. We can't simply take them off each side because we don't have any negatives on the right side. So the way to get rid of them is add 6 positive chips, because then they pair up, make 0 pairs, and each one of those pairs equals 0, and we get rid of them that way. And we can do that as long as we add 6 positives to the right side also. So we're looking for the answer choice that tells us to add 6 positive chips to both sides. B says add 6 positive tiles to each side of the equal sign to create 0 pairs. That's what we need to do to get the 3 x's by themselves on the left side. And then of course we would divide by 3 to find out what each x is equal to. And in this case each x would equal 4. Okay, we'll pick up the review with the next question on the next video. I believe that'll be question 4 on your review packet.